not raise the taxes on the working man and woman of this country. Read my lips. No new taxes. Read my lips. No new taxes. Read my lips. No new taxes.
The flexible freeze will get the deficit gone by, 91 or 92.
Well, today's unemployment figures show the economy is moving in the right direction. The economy is strengthening. The economy is on the right track. I'm not prepared to say we are in recession. It does not fit the definition of recession. This recession is far less deep than the previous recession.
Read my lips. Read my lips. Read my lips. Read my lips.
My stand is this. I oppose abortion. I oppose federal funding of abortion, except in the case of rape, incest, and the life of the mother. I do not favor repeal of the Constitution in that regard.
What you're saying is this shows that I supported federal funding if there was rape or incest, I think. And I don't recall that, but if it's there, fine. That's not my position now. And I don't recall it as being my position then.
Read my lips. Read my lips. Read my lips. Read my lips.
And I am firmly positioned in favor of, overturn of Roe Wade. And that's my position. And I'm not going to change that position. There has been, I have to make a confession, an evolution in my position.
What do you think happens to the political sensibilities of young people watching a political discourse like that?
Well, unfortunately, I suspect that is a very powerful communication. It's in their medium. They will enjoy it. It's entertaining. I must say also to make central to the 1992 campaign the theme line that George Bush made central to the 1988 campaign, I'm not sure is out of bounds. A lot of the editing, it contributes to, it is ridicule, and it contributes to the debasing of our whole political process. It is like the nightly monologues for older folks when all the jokes seem these days to be about politicians, regardless of party. It debases the process and makes it very difficult, I think, for candidates of the future to say the way to change our system is to lead, is to have something to say, is to be bold and outspoken, because anything they say is going to get treated this way.
Is this the future?
I'm afraid that it is. And what this is visual and tonal ad hominem. What it essentially does is...
Say that again?
Sorry. What this basically does is invites you to ridicule George Bush, and it does it by the tone and by the editing. And it's editing things out of context. What it invites you to think is George Bush said, "Read my lips," and then went and laughed about it. Part of the problem with television is its capacity to take things that don't belong together and put them together to forge false inferences. And in that inference that's invited by having George Bush apparently laughing at his own positions, it is an invitation to cynicism that I think is very unhealthy. I don't think this is the sort of ad/news/ I don't know what you call it, since it wasn't paid, that we ought to approve.
I will say in 25 years in the consulting business, though, I have come to have an extraordinary faith in the good sense of the American people to treat that for what it is, smile through it, and then treat that for what it is. And I think that's just as true of young people as it is of older folks. What I think is missing in the campaign, however, there's so much attention to communicating this way, or in some of the ads we've seen with all of the visuals and so forth. There doesn't seem to me to be the one thing that everybody, whether it's Macomb or anywhere else in this country, is yearning for in this campaign, and that is some leadership talking about tough issues that the people know are tough. We have ducked an awful lot of issues in this campaign.
Thank you very much, Doug Bailey. Thank you, Kathleen Hall Jamieson.